Oh man, so we've been talking a lot about layer 1 solutions. We've covered Solana, Phantom, various other great layer 1 solutions such as Avalanche. But one thing which we haven't covered just yet, and now is the perfect time to talk about it, is interoperability. And that is why in this video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about Cosmos. Yep, Cosmos. The token is called Atom. We've covered it a few times on this channel. If you've not watched my price prediction on Atom, click here somewhere. I'll leave that there for you, but I need to do another updated one. But we're going to look at the fundamentals. We're going to look at some of the technicals on the charts here, because one thing is for sure, we've been talking quite a lot recently about layer 1 solutions. Remember, why did I start talking about that? Well, we noticed that Ethereum was fantastic, right? Ethereum is the best at what it does. Even in terms of total value locked, it's miles away from the second, third positions, right? It is what it is. But the world has changed, right? The crypto space has changed drastically, and Ethereum is not fit for purpose right now. I'm an investor in Ethereum, but I have to say that. It's clear, right? I've said that in all my videos. And that is why there is ample room for the likes of Phantom, for Solana, for Cardano, for Terra, whoever wants to take that spot as the layer 1 solutions. But guess what? Like I constantly said, who says there's going to be one be-all and end-all winner? Like, we've got so many maximalists out there that says, oh, it's just Phantom, or it's just Solana, or it's just any other project. No. In order to get the real mass adoption that all of us crypto investors want, the true global mass adoption, we need something called interoperability. Just like we have in the centralized payment spaces, right? Between Visa, MasterCard, all these other things. We need these blockchains to be interoperable. We need things to happen between Phantom and Terra and Solana. That's what we need, and that's where Cosmos comes into it. And one thing which I think people have overlooked is the introduction in, I believe it was April, of the IBC, okay? So that was the protocol that was set up for inter-blockchain communications by Cosmos. So the Cosmos founder, Jay Kwan, they started this project back in 2014, but now, recently in 2021, that is when they really finalized their vision from their white paper. And that is why we've seen a good movement in the price and some solid price action. Remember, like I said, with Bitcoin struggling, we want to look at the projects that are doing really well. And this is another clue right now. I mean, look at the charts right now. Another strong set of couple of 3 or 4 daily candles here for Bitcoin, for Cosmos Atom, despite Bitcoin struggling, going sideways and showing some downward risk, right? This is fantastic. This is what we saw in Phantom. And again, we're seeing that in Atom as well. Now, the amazing things, we've seen a whole bunch of other fundamental updates, such as the Gravity DEX. We have the Gravity DEX, which is fantastic. We've had Stargate. Now, remember, with the Gravity DEX, that will allow you to transfer tokens between all the different blockchains. Because what Cosmos is trying to do is trying to be similar, almost similar to Polkadot, but without the auctions. They're trying to be an internet of blockchains. So all blockchains can plug into the hub, the main Cosmos blockchain. And then if you're plugged into this hub, you can all interact between each other on this one platform. So you can send your coins between each other. You can interact between the dApps. It's a great system, right? And this is super clever. This is what we need for mass adoption. Think of it almost like if we didn't have TCP and we didn't have all these protocols for the internet, how would we have mass adoption? We wouldn't have, right? And that is what Cosmos is aiming to do here with the IBC, the inter-blockchain communication, okay? Really important. Now, the other thing is we're super undervalued right now on Cosmos. I mean, the market cap, we're sitting at about $35 right now. The market cap is super low, and I think this is a top 10 project at least in the long term. So definitely one I want to be keeping an eye on. I mean, I'm going to go through the technicals as well, but this is easily between $80 to $100 coin here on Cosmos. It's super undervalued, and you can see here we're not even at all-time highs. At all-time highs we touched 46. You can see here we're currently just getting a bounce off our 0.5 Fibonacci level at $30. We're just pushing for a 0.65 level here, and we're heading towards our $37 mark, which would be at 0.786 Fibonacci level. You can see here a really strong break above this support line, which was turned as resistance. So you can see the support here, 1, 2, 3, turned into resistance, 1, 2, 3. Now we've got a break. Will we get a retest? And then can we go and head to aim for new highs, right? That's what we want here on Cosmos. But like I've always said, guys, we have to start by building conviction with the fundamentals. That is what is key. The other thing I want to note is in July, we saw the end of the vesting period for a lot of the early holders of the Atom token. So that selling pressure would have been gone now. Those that wanted to sell would have sold. And now we know that the coins are in hands of people who want to hold for the long term, which is fantastic. So we're getting this really good blend between some of the technicals which we're seeing, and also the fundamentals are looking solid. This is a project that really is biting a core narrative that has to play out over time if the whole crypto space wants to win. There has to be interoperability. And that is why Cosmos is definitely one which is on my radar going into Q1 and Q2. And the question now is, okay, how do you go about building a position? Right? You've identified, you've built your conviction. How do I build a position in Cosmos? Well, the answer is you need to wait for moments of retracements. It's as simple as that, right? You don't want to chase any pumps. We're kind of pumping a little bit now, but you want to wait for levels of retracements. And where do you get those? Well, you get those at points where you bounce back to key Fibonacci levels, right? This would have been a perfect buy here at the 0.382, absolute bargain. Now you want to see, okay, when we run up, do we get a retest back down to 0.65 level, or do we head higher? These are the things you want to be looking at. And then you want to say, okay, what part of my portfolio do I want to leave, or so do I want to invest into the interoperability space? And of that, what am I going to put into Cosmos? Do I already have some in Polkadot and therefore have a bit of a play in some interoperability? Do I have some in Cardano and therefore have a bit of a play in interoperability? And then you assign, okay, let's say I want to put $10,000 into Cosmos. Right, how am I going to do it? I need to enter in $1,000 chunks, and then you find out, okay, which price point do I want to put it in? Well, I don't want to wait, so I'm going to put 1,000 in now, so at least I'm in the market. If we run higher, I'm good to get to be a buyer up to all-time highs, and then I'm not going to, for example, once we break all-time highs. Alternatively, if it starts heading down at 0.5, I'll take at 0.5 Fibonacci level here at $25, I'll take another 1,000, right? At 0.38, I'll take another 1,000. If we go sideways for a while, I'll continue to slot in my thousands. So you need a plan, you need to have it written down. You can't do this based on emotions, because when it pumps and when it starts getting mainstream adoption, people are talking about it, and you're having 10% pump days, then that's where you're going to be chasing the FOMO, and that's not what we want to do here on Cosmos. Now, bringing out the EMA ribbon, you can see here on the daily, this is what's looking really exciting now, because on the daily for a long time, from the moment we flipped it back in the 6th of November, you want a very solid downward trend here. You can see the EMA ribbon was acting as a resistance for a long time here on Cosmos. And now recently we've managed to flip that to the upside, okay? Now the great thing is, look at the last time we've had a big flip on Cosmos. The last time we've had a really solid flip here, if we take our measuring tool, we made a close above the EMA ribbon, all the way running up to all-time highs, we had a 271% move, right? So if we're just to say that hypothetically, 271% move, let's take that from the close of this candle very roughly here, guys, and let's take 270%. Very roughly, guys, we're looking at a $76 Cosmos. And guess what, guys? When that ties in, you can see that ties in with our Fibonacci level at the 1.618 mark of 73. So that is why, for me, Cosmos needs to get into, in the midterm, we need to get to this 73 price target. I fully suspect we'll get to that. It's a super undervalued project. And what I love about this project is the narrative it's going after. The fundamentals are all intact. The team are solid. They've delivered on their white paper. This is not a new project. It's been around from 2014. They delivered on Stargate. They delivered on the Gravity Dex. We're seeing total value locked pick up to the upside. We've seen the vesting schedule and the tokenomics looks good as well. If you've not watched my price target video, make sure you go and watch that, because in that video I help you understand the value perspective of how undervalued this is. I mean, if this is trading between a 300 and 400 million market cap, you just have to imagine, for it to get into the top 10, we're easily looking at $100 to $150 Cosmos here, just based on the market caps there as well. So we'll continue to make this a trend. If you guys want me to cover more Cosmos and Atom on this channel, then don't forget to smash up the likes and subscribe. Comment below if you want more Cosmos Atom videos. Let me know, so that way I can bring you more regular TA updates, similar to how we do for Algorand, Coty, how we do for Phantom and Avalanche. Let me know so I can bring you those updates. If you appreciate this blend between technicals and fundamentals, then don't forget to smash up the like button, subscribe. Free Discord server, link will be in the pinned comment below. Don't forget to head into there, meet like-minded people. You can also vote on which coin you want covering on this channel. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one.